effective August 2024. And I will turn it over to you, Dr. Dionne.
Well, as it is our custom to present to the board, I would ask Vice President Wilson to come up. He will talk a little bit about the tenure process, and then introduce our candidate for tenure at the dean. So, Wilson's going to stay up there.
Thank you, President Anthony. Good evening, board members, President Anthony, colleagues, friends, and family who are here with us this evening. I want to give you a brief description of the process that we ask people to go through here at Prairie State College. The Illinois law on community colleges requires some sort of tenure process lasting 2.5 years. We believe that we have a pretty rigorous and a very comprehensive process because we just really want to make sure that the people that we tenure, they're making a lifetime commitment, giving them a job for life. You want to make sure that they fulfill all of those particular criteria. So I want you to understand that we hire with care so that we hope that all of our candidates will be able to earn tenure, but it is far from automatic and not everyone succeeds. So here's what happens. A new faculty member is hired, a peer committee of 3 or 4 tenured faculty members are selected with 2 major charges: mentoring and evaluation. Every fall, each faculty member and their division dean observes a class and writes a report. The candidate writes a self-appraisal analyzing their teaching, their curriculum development, their professional development, their service to the college or the community, and ways in which she wants to improve and areas in which they excel. Student surveys are also administered to provide the candidate with direct student feedback. And the peer committee and the dean review the candidate's portfolio. I think it's important to note that we have moved away from those big binders that you used to see with all of the paper. We wanted to save some trees. So we have now gone to an e-portfolio system, electronic. And at any point, if any of you trustees would like to have access to the e-portfolio, please let us know. The same process is repeated 3 times, each with both critical and constructive feedback for the candidate, who is then recommended to the vice president, the president, and ultimately the board for the award of tenure. And this is the thing that you will be voting on tonight. So I'd like to, at this point, call upon Dr. Ty Giles to talk about tonight's candidate for tenure.
Good evening, everyone. So the president and the board is so happy to stay with you tonight and introduce and talk about our candidate for tenure. Dr. Nichelle Dionne is a very energetic and outgoing faculty member. Whenever you ask her to do anything, she responds right away and gives you so much energy that you're excited about whatever it is you want to talk to her about. She's organized, prepared, and innovative. She presents with enthusiasm, and her love of her discipline shows through everything she does, and she works really hard with her students. Whenever you're asked for her to participate, she does service on campus. She's presented at our last 2 faculty institutes on creating QR codes and something else for technology inside of our program. She's always just willing to help. Her work is efficient. I've gone in and I've looked at her student surveys. Her students have nothing but positive comments and feedback about their experience with her. And we just recently talked about starting a computer club here on campus for our students, and so she decided that she would help and lead that charge. And so on tonight, I would like to introduce to you all Dr. Nichelle Dionne.
Yay! Hey!
Thank you, Dean Giles. Based on the evaluation, she is really, ready to go here. This process, completed. Thank you, Dean Giles. Based upon the evaluation of the dean, the peer committees do the evaluations, and the portfolio of documentation, I hereby recommend to the president the candidacy of Assistant Professor of Information Technology, Dr. Nichelle Dionne, for the award of tenure from Prairie State College.
Thank you, Vice President Wilson, Board Chair Williams, and the Board of Trustees. I hereby present Assistant Professor of Information Technology, Dr. Nichelle Dionne, for award of tenure.
Motion to approve the tenure? Yes. Dr. Rainbow? Second.
Hold on a second.
Do I need to be recorded as present first for me a second? Is there something we need to do? I'm sorry.
She recorded here.
Trustee Nicole Carpenter? Trustee Stanford?
Aye.
Trustee White?
Aye.
Trustee Reddy?
Aye.
Trustee Vanderbilt?
Aye.
Trustee Aldana? Aye. Madam Chair Williams?
Aye.
Yay! Yay! My baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, respected members of Prairie State College Board, colleagues, and esteemed guests, I am deeply honored to be here with you all and also for my committee as well. Reflecting on the journey that has led me to this moment, I see a path like an unwavering committed to lifelong learning and a profound dedication both to education and technology. My narrative is not merely a record of academic and professional milestones. It is a rich of personal experiences that have molded my approach to teaching and mentorship. Since my undergraduate days, I've drawn inspiration on 4 elements of nature. These have been with me on my journey: a panther, an eagle, a supernova, and a palm tree. With the panther, I navigate the realm of technology with stealth, elegance, and inspiring innovation in my students. Like an eagle, I ascend in wisdom, enhancing the lives around me. Like a supernova, I brilliantly ignite the sparks of curiosity in the students. And as a palm tree, I stand as a symbol of resilience and adaptability through the wind of change. Looking back, it's someone who have told me in my younger self, I just in college, working full time, senior ROTC, and parenting, that a future education awaited me, I would have laughed. Because my heart was set on computer programming. You see, I was working full time as a systems analyst at Westchester Children's Hospital. In high school, I had twin tracks. They were computer science and ROTC. Coding was my first passion. I just took ROTC because I know to take German. The discipline, leadership, and pursuit of excellence that were a hallmark of our ROTC days, my enlistment, and later my commission through senior ROTC have been fundamental on my career trajectory. These principles have fortified me, instilling values of service, collaboration, and ability through different challenges. You see, during my high school years, I became my senior year. And sometimes even though I wondered if fetus is soaking up knowledge during pregnancy, because guess what? I was coding in C, Pascal, Basic, Assembler, and COBOL. This is 37 years ago. I unknowingly laid the foundation for my first student, my son, who now is a software developer.
Amen.
This personal journey underscores the vital truth. Our potential is not shaped by our circumstances, but by our reaction to them. This is why also in June of 2017, my sons and I reformed a nonprofit called Generation to Generation. Our foundation reflects the journey as my journey as a first generation college student, and places emphasis on the importance of passing on knowledge. This is why I believe by wholeheartedly that Curry State College is a good fit for me. Leading by example, showing how information technology is a good career choice. Information technology not only offers just a job, but it's a rewarding career path. Skills and experiences gained can open doors to financial independence. I need to tell people to change your book. I am grateful for my family and my village, to my husband, Mark, for his unwavering support. You've been more than just a life partner. You've been an outline of every aspiration, challenge, and success. My mom, to my mom, a symbol of strength and grace. Your lessons and those from my grandfather have deeply influenced me, and I am thankful for your constant support. To my eldest son, not only has he filled me with immense pride by following in my footsteps as a software developer, he also constantly reminds me of the influence and responsibility of teaching. Seeing the world from his perspective has deeply dedicated my dedication to education and mentorship. Then I have another son, y'all. He excels in interpersonal skills. He has taught me the importance of flexibilities because us in information technology, we often struggle with approachability. He has been an instrument in helping me to develop that type of thing. And you all, to my youngest brother. Whose memory I cherish especially today. Charlie, you have always global pride and each of my achievements. We lost you to complications of civil cell media during my tenure journey. But your spirit and encouragement continues to motivate me. Your courage and adversity and your unceasing joy has left a lasting imprint on my life. Though not here physically, I feel your presence and pride shining upon me. So, in conclusion, you all, I have a powerful quotes that help move me forward. Avoid living a should, could, would, if,
That's right.
start with the end line and see the company's advices. Remember, to stumble is not to fall, but to move forward fast. African proverb. Embrace the mindset of stuff happens, oh well. And always heed commanding others' words. Do or do not. There is no try.
Yay!
It's responsible for the board chair of this business. I, as the board trustees, sustain you and will see the board now to it's a success to stay here with a short period and operating.
Right?
All right.